Let me start over. What's good, everybody? I am back, and that let's start over now is going to be on the recording I just did. And so is this, but whatever. I'm back. I know I look all crazy right there, guys. Um, I took a knee to the face in a jiu-jitsu match, just having some fun. It was all good shit. It was an honest mistake on the other dude, and it wasn't even a mistake on his part. We were just in the scramble, and it was all in good fun. So if y'all are wondering, that's what happened there. So. It was brought to my attention the other day that Laura Kinney, X23, yesterday was the 20th anniversary, yesterday, August 2nd, was the 20th anniversary of her debut on X-Men Evolution. I remember being my first year at college and just happened to watch that episode. I wasn't a fan of X-Men Evolution right away. I was too stuck on the Fox cartoon. It was too Harry Potter, little kid for me, the way they went about stuff. And then season 3 happened, and she was in season 3 and some other things. And season 3 was undoubtedly like really good. It made me go back and watch the other 2 seasons, and the other 2 seasons were alright. But I realized they build up for this big jump off. And season 3 and season 4 are pretty fucking solid, good seasons, making it a solid series. But anyways, since we finished Age of Apocalypse, let's jump into X23. Disclaimer, if I gotta stop in the middle of it because of my baby, you guys know I gotta take care of my baby. I got that newborn at home. She's not even 2 months yet. Okay, guys, but we read Age of Apocalypse. I told you it was one of my favorite stories. X23 is one of my favorite characters. I love this character. This character pulls out my heart. I don't know, I can relate to her. There's a lot with her that I feel like I relate to, and just her approach, and sometimes her lack of emotions while having too many other emotions and being underdeveloped. Just Laura's somebody that I've enjoyed. I've enjoyed since her debut, both in Evolution and then later in the comics. Y'all know me playing fight games in MVC3. She's part of my roster. I love using Laura, even though I'm not so good at that game. Okay, so let's get in this. Innocence Lost, X23, Marvel Next. Oh God, oh, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Please forgive me, Rice. Come on. Even as I write the words, they ring so hollow. Come on. My mistakes. No, my choices. They cannot be undone, much less forgiven. Blam, blam. All I can do now is tell you what happened. Snap. How it all came to pass. Please, God, don't let me die. And the truth about Weapon X. No, there he is. Bam, 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 bam. Please, God, don't let it. Good old Logan. Wanders off. Had it ended there, would I be less of a monster or more? Would I even know the difference? Of course I don't have to tell you about monsters. I'm sorry, Dale. I hoped it would never come to this. Sir, we have to go. You kept your promise. Now I'll keep mine. Your life is defined by monsters. X23, Innocence Lost, Part 1. Yeah, X23 created by Craig Kyle, and he worked on Evolution, and he is writing this comic. The home of Dale Rice. It's those dog tags. Hugs his kid. Years later, Rice Z. Come on, come on. That's his Stoyle charging. Clear. Xander. He's been down for almost 40 minutes. Let it go, son. It's over. Damn it. Martin, I need more specimens. Ones that can survive. Xander, he's not the bonding pro. Xander, there's someone I want you to meet. Dr. Kinney. This is Dr. Xander Rice, our head of operations. Xander, Meet Dr. Sarah Kinney. Dr. Kinney is the leading authority on mutant genetics. Hold on 1 second. Where is it? Okay, sorry about that. Her work in mapping the mutant genome may have great bearing on our project. I'm not sure I follow. Xander, I've decided to take the project in a new direction, and I've asked Dr. Kinney to lead the charge. I see. Perhaps we should discuss this privately. Xander, you don't understand. Dr. Kinney is going to provide you a new specimen, actually. She believes she can provide you with the original specimen. How exactly? Cloning, Dr. Rice. I'm going to build you a viable clone embryo from the genetic sample retrieved from Weapon X. I want Dr. Kinney brought up to speed immediately. You'll help with that. Anything she needs, budget, personnel, anything. The things she's done, it really is miraculous, Xander. We are lucky to have her. Well then, welcome aboard. Unlimited resources and no political or legal restraints on your work. That's what we have to offer, Dr. Kinney. However, there are sacrifices involved. We've all made them. Physically, you'd be totally cut off from the outside world, although you can still receive mail and phone calls through our routing system, and of course you'd be committed for the life of the project. No government interference. Remind me to never ask how you manage that. I also need to know if you can live with the moral implications of what you'd be doing here. Moral implications? In here I thought we were talking about science. Police report, officials were called in response to an anonymous tip, suspect child. Okay. Dr. Sutter, I appreciate your concern, but I'd worry more about your man Rice considering his warm reception in your office. Let's zoom in on that really quick. Let's see. For child abuse, when questioned, they allowed victim Sarah Kinney was non-responsive. No apparent physical lesions or okay. Okay. So, sharing control won't be easy for him. He'll need time to adjust. You have to understand, the project wouldn't exist without Xander's father. He retrieved the sample you'll be working with at the cost of his life. We all make sacrifices. There's a body bag. His father was a dear friend, and I have raised Xander since Dale's death. Look, I'm not interested in joining the cast of a soap opera. I'm here for the work, nothing more. Right. Then the bottom line is, can you work with Xander? Because if you can't, I'm afraid I can handle Rice. I've handled worse. Well. Looks like Dr. Kinney is a daddy's girl. Replicating the mutant genome proved difficult. Has the damage been mapped to the mutant genome sequence I provided? But rebuilding Weapon X seemed all but impossible. Yes, the non-recombinant section of the Y chromosome suffered total discorporation, as well as the autosome sequence 13, 14, 15, and 21. Is this even possible? Is that part of the mutation that's supposed to be non-coding? The Y chromosome alone is 23 million bases long. There are 76 genes in the... I know how many genes are in the Y chromosome, Doctor. No one said this is going to be easy. In 10 years, mainstream science is still working... no one said this was going to be easy. In 10 years, mainstream science is still going to be working the kinks out of cloning cats. Gentlemen, welcome to godhood. For every enzyme, for every codon, for every sequence we repaired or even built back from near nothingness, we seem to be missing a million more. But I felt alive. The work, the failure, the challenge. It was like a brilliant light shining inside of me. I felt like my life had purpose. And then she is training, she's teaching them. What a fool I was. And there's Xander watching through that mirror. The proteome is dynamic. Are you sure? Yes, well, it's not human and it's not mutant, Kevin. At a certain point, you're just going to have to embrace the fact that we're making this up as we go. Huh? God, Xander, wait. No, we're not going to resequence. You're talking years. There must be another solution. Oh God, Xander, please. You want to what? The damage is too extensive. The most effective and expensive way to complete the strand is to lose the damaged Y chromosome and duplicate the intact X. You want to make the specimen a female. That would be a side effect. Well, technically, it would not be a clone at that point. It would be, for all intents and purposes, a genetic win. The mutant DNA would still be active, and the abilities you're looking for would still manifest as in the original. You're supposed to be creating a weapon, not a damn Barbie doll. Dr. Kinney, I have to agree with Xander. You knew what you had to work with going in, and I came up with a solution. Sorry to interrupt, Martin. Here's the file you wanted. A deviation. The Einstein of genetics. What a load of... Thank you, darling. Xander, that's enough. Dr. Kinney, there will be no deviation from the original specimen or adjustment to the timetable. You were brought in to work a miracle. I expect you to honor your commitment. I was defiant in the face of my failures. I was determined to succeed out of spite. I might have to walk away to stop a cat fight. But I'm kind of... Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm coming back, guys. The cats are getting heated. One was in a bathroom. I left him some time to itself. So I was defiant in the face of my failures. I was determined to succeed out of spite. Screw them. Proceeding with KK chromosome trial 1. Weeks passed. I was working on 2 projects, living 2 lives. I was used to that. And I had kept secrets before. It seemed so incredible to me that in all the time given, everything that I knew, sample not viable, what I was doing and what the end result would bear, I told myself that you weren't real. I told myself that this was science, not life. I was creating a weapon, not a child. I was wrong. Am I hearing you right? Even after I gave you explicit orders not to pursue a female clone, the DNA is fully reconstructed, the fertilized egg is perfect, the embryo will be viable, and X factor positive. You put me in an awkward position, Sarah. I've done my job. If I continue to pursue a male solution, you should have a working, reconstructed specimen in about 6 to 10 years. You have a viable female specimen now. It's your call. Proceed. What? Xander, proceed with obtaining a surrogate. Dr. Kinney's specimen will be taken to term. Martin? Xander, this is not up for discussion. All right, I'll take care of it. When I was little, I always believed that everything that happened to me I deserved. That we all got what we deserved. What are you doing? Your unsanctioned and unexpected breakthrough has put us both in a bit of a bind, Sarah. Both? I mean, where are we supposed to find a female candidate with the necessary physiology needed to carry the clone? What are you talking about? What? You can't be serious. What's it going to be, Sarah? You play mommy, or your little side project doesn't survive the night? It's your choice. Maybe I was right. No longer the experimenter, I was now part of the experiment, a vessel to be poked and prodded, to be violated. They certainly didn't care about me, not with a weapon to train. A team of physicians, psychologists, nutritionists, and military strategists now ran my life. They watched my every move. The Art of War, like she's reading. Oh, I'm tired of always being a marionette, cried Pinocchio, disgusted. It's about time for me to grow as everyone else does. I want to be a real person rather than a wooden boy. But they didn't see everything. And you will, if you deserve it. Really, Pinocchio exclaimed. Tell me what I can do to deserve it. Snap. Forceps. Cut. There's little Laura. No. I asked you for forgiveness before. Wah, now I'm telling you, wah, don't forgive me. Don't forgive any of us for what we did, ever. To be continued. These are good. These get dark pretty fast. I think I'm going to read... Let me see. I think I'm going to read the next one. I'm going to break it into another video, and I'm going to turn this camera off, and I'm going to start right back up, because I want to read the next one. Catch you guys in a minute. Peace.